Hey everybody, it's Mike from Here the Watchman. Hey, check the shepherd out right over my shoulder there. Pretty cool, huh? Watches over us here in the mountains of Idaho. And, I just wanted to come to you today with something pretty serious, and that's the neutering of America's young boys. And I'm telling you, folks, it's going on, and it's going on right now. And if Hillary Clinton is elected president, it's going to get worse. It'll go to every point across the country. It's not so bad up here in the mountains, and I'm sure it's not so bad in the Midwest. But if you're from one of the major cities, New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, especially San Francisco, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not the physical neutering of boys, it's the mental neutering of boys. They're turning into little girls. Let's face it, folks, they're afraid to fight. I talked to a guy the other day. We were down fishing, actually, in the river. And we got to talking, and he said he usually brings his son, but his son was hanging out at home fishing on a video game. See, that's the problem with America, and it's only going to get worse. We have a generation of women who were raised by Mary Tyler Moore. And I'm not saying anything, to bash women at all. Please don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is they were taught by the media that the most important thing was to pursue their careers, make money. It didn't matter if they had to have abortions along the way. The most important thing was their career. But in reality, the Bible says the most important thing for a woman to do is to raise her children and take care of her home. The most important thing for a man to do is to take care of his family. Now, sometimes we all stumble and we don't do that, but now we need to get back to that because, I went to a soccer game not too awfully long ago, and that the coach said that every player would get a trophy and every team would get a trophy. That's ridiculous. There used to be a show called ABC's Wide World of Sports. And in the very beginning, it had this great intro where it talked about, the ecstasy of winning and the agony of defeat. And you know what? We need to understand that. We need to understand that these boys who are growing up today need to understand that, if they lose, they don't get a trophy. What they do is they go back to the drawing board, they start over, and they learn how to do things better. We have helicopter moms that won't let their kids go out of the house without an escort. It's just crazy, folks, and it's going to get worse. Hillary doesn't want men to stand up. I can tell you that. So men, I'm asking you to stand up now. Stand up and let's get rid of these kids, these boys who just can't be men. And let's teach them to be men. Let's teach them to go to God, teach them to go to the Bible, and let's teach them how to stand up and do the right thing. God bless each and every one of you. Hey, don't forget, Deception in the Desert next weekend, North Las Vegas, Billy Crone, L.A. Marzulli, Lisa Haven, Pastor Donald Parker, Carl Teacher, amazing. And if you can't get there in person, the tickets are only $49 for all 3 days. But if you can't get there in person, you can watch it live right here on our YouTube channel. Just make sure you subscribe. That would be www.youtube.com/Hear the Watchman's Journey. God bless each and every one of you. Have a wonderful weekend.